Hello, I'm Dr. Vanita Rattan, and this channel is dedicated to skin of colour. So today we're going to be reviewing the iconic Estee Lauder. So Estee Lauder, my first memories of Estee Lauder were actually when I was quite young, and my mum used to wear Estee Lauder. And the thing about smells is that they can be very nostalgic. So whenever I smell Estee Lauder, I actually think of my mum, but when I was very young, say 6 or 7 years old, and every time, you know, you'd hug or kiss my mum, that would be the smell. And so I remember when I was a student myself, and I thought, okay, now is my time to do my own skincare. And I went to the Estee Lauder counter, and I was about, I think, in my early 20s. Very poor, I had no money, and I looked at the prices and I thought, how was my mum affording Estee Lauder? It's just far too expensive. I just turned around and walked right back out again. And now it's my opportunity to dissect Estee Lauder and see what is all the fuss about. Is it worth it? Is it not worth it? So let's dive right in. So their first #1 bestseller, according to their own website, is Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex 2. Okay, so on their website, they've said that it is fragrance-free and non-comedogenic. So let's drill down into the ingredients to see if this is correct. Okay, so the second ingredient is bifidobacter lysate, which is a probiotic, and according to the manufacturer's assessments, it can prevent against DNA damage from UV. However, this is the manufacturer's assessment, is their clinical trials, not an independent study. There was only one independent study done on this particular ingredient that said that 10% bacterial extract can improve skin barrier function. So that's a far cry from DNA repair. However, it's a good ingredient and it does help with restoring your skin. The good thing about this product is it is packed with skin conditioners, humectants. It's also got peptides and anti-inflammatories. However, do you remember when I told you that it said it had no fragrance in it? The 9th ingredient is actually hydrolyzed algin, which is fragrance. This ingredient is also not great for acne prone skin, so I would probably avoid this product for if you have acne. However, it's a decent product. I'm just not sure how it's a bestseller. Moving on to the second product, which is Revitalizing Supreme Anti-Aging Power Cream. It actually rhymes. So this product's actually got some very good ingredients and some maybe not so good ingredients. The second ingredient is dimethicone, which basically makes our skin feel silky and luxurious. It almost fills in the gaps. And so when you touch your skin, it does feel silky. So dimethicone is a lovely ingredient. The third ingredient they use is glycerin, which is a humectant, which basically means it binds to water molecules in the epidermis. So it's great for hydration. This particular product's actually got 11 extracts in it, which is fantastic. I mean, one of the extracts is cucumber, which is an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and a skin conditioner. So for the extracts alone, I think it's excellent. It's also got moisturizers such as hexapeptide, acetylglucosamine. It's got squalene in it too. And it's also got sodium hyaluronate. So it's got good hydration, which is important as we age because our skin becomes dehydrated. We lose ceramides and we have increased transepidermal water loss as we age. So that's one of the reasons why our skin feels papery, why it can look dull as we age. The only downsides I can see with this product is that it's got BHT in it, which is a preservative, which is fine. However, usually we use it at 0.1%. In this particular formulation, they've used it at more than 1%, which can be a potential allergen, so it's worth doing a patch test. And I don't know why they've done this, but they added fragrance. Come on, Estee Lauder, you know better than this. Why? Why add fragrance? It's annoying because it's such a good product. The ingredients are excellent. And it's one of those products that over time, you know, you would see great results while you're wearing it. And over time, you can become sensitized to it because of the fragrance. Fragrance does nothing for us. And, you know, suddenly someone might say, but I've been wearing this for years. You know, it can't be this product. And it is, because you've been sensitized over all those years. It's the one ingredient I would tell Estee Lauder to please remove from this product, and then I would purchase it. The third product is their Advanced Night Repair. So this is a mask, and I actually really like the ingredients of this product. It's got very good moisturizers such as butylene glycol, it's got algae extract, it's got glycerin and squalene. It's got 8 skin conditioning extracts, which are rare actually. I have reviewed many different brands and I haven't seen one brand that has as many extracts as Estee Lauder does. So this particular product has got magnolia, it's got echinacea, and I think it's also got garcinia too. Yeah. So just for the extracts alone, I can understand why these products are so expensive. The only downside I'd say is that it's got hydrolyzed algin in it, which is a fragrance. And so I'd avoid this if you have any sort of dermatitis or if you have acne prone skin. If you don't, then this is a fantastic product to purchase. Your skin will feel hydrated. It will feel supple after wearing it. The fourth product is Re-Nutriv, and in classic Estee Lauder style, it is packed with hydrants. So it's got alba oil, it's got glycerin, it's got acetylglucosamine and hexapeptides. It's also got 16 extracts in this product, which are skin conditioners. So those are all the positives. The negative, however, can you guess? Yes. They put fragrance in it. I mean, you can understand at this point, I can understand why you'd be thinking, but Dr. V, is fragrance really that bad? How can it be that bad? Let me explain it. Fragrance basically means there are 4,000 chemicals a fragrance could mean. And because of intellectual property, we are not allowed to know which fragrance we're putting on our skin. Now, fragrance does nothing for our skin. There is no benefit. It's an illusion. You know, when you smell something and you think, oh, you know, this is going to taste good. And people think the same thing with skincare. They smell it and they think, oh, strawberries and mango, this is going to be great for my skin. It isn't. It's an illusion. And what can basically happen is you become sensitized to it and then you become allergic to it. So you could be wearing the same product for years and then become allergic to it after 10 years. In addition, you become co-sensitized to other ingredients in that product. So, you know, suddenly you have a problem on your hands where you don't even know what you're sensitive to. So it's not ideal for those reasons. In addition, fragrance is actually not stable in UV. So imagine you put a moisturizer on with fragrance in it, and then you go out into the sun all day and that sun is breaking, the UV rays are breaking down that fragrance into irritant particles, and that's now sitting on your skin all day. In addition, fragrance can lead to vasodilation, and that can exacerbate any skin condition that's taking place on your skin, whether it's acne, whether it's dry skin, whether it's eczema, dermatitis, you name it. So in conclusion, Re-Nutriv is a good product if they minus the fragrance. And I'm sure one day someone from Estee Lauder will hopefully watch this video and create a whole line of exactly the same products minus fragrance, and it will do well, because I do feel like we just want education, we just want to know what's good for our skin, and we want to be delivered something that's good for our skin. The last product we're going to be talking about is Futurist Hydro Rescue SPF45. This is probably the worst product that I've seen, probably the worst sunblock that I've ever seen actually, which is saying something. The reason is, when you buy from an expensive company, you expect it to be the best. And when it says SPF 45, people genuinely feel and believe that means it's broad spectrum, that it covers you for UVA and UVB. However, the third ingredient in this is Octinoxate, which is UVB sunscreen. The fifth ingredient is Ethylhexyl Salicylate, which is also UVB. And it's the seventh ingredient that is zinc oxide. That means that zinc oxide is at about 3 to 5%, which is not enough to cover you for the whole of the UVA spectrum, and it's UVA rays that leads to aging and that leads to melasma. So the main reason I don't like this is because you're putting this on the skin thinking that you are protecting your skin from UV rays. I mean, it's Estee Lauder, it's you know, SPF 45, it must be fantastic. And it just isn't. I think of all the brands that I've reviewed, and I've reviewed a lot, Estee Lauder is actually one of the best ones. And it's not often the case that just because something's more expensive, it's a better product. I mean, look at The Ordinary, for example. It's £5, literally cheap as chips, and you're getting fantastic ingredients. So that's not the case. However, Estee Lauder actually uses very expensive extracts which are hard to get hold of and difficult to stabilize, and they use it in high concentrations. So I am happy with Estee Lauder. It's just that the fragrance part of it is going to mean that people, you know, 10 years after wearing it will suddenly become sensitized and won't be able to wear it any longer. So even from a business perspective, it makes sense for Estee Lauder to get rid of the fragrance, just so that, you know, customers can carry on wearing their products forever. So that's my take on Estee Lauder. I hope you found today helpful. Please make sure you download your free guide for Skin of Colour. If there's any other videos you want me to review, please can you write it below? You know I'll do it for you. The ones done so far are Drunk Elephant, Murad, Estee Lauder now, The Ordinary, Abaji. I think those are the main ones. I'll link them down below for you so you can have a look. And any other videos you want me to make, please write it down below for me too, and you know I will make it for you. Thank you.